certain amount of one version of the truth, so the other ones, they still count. And a very pleasant good evening to you. We come to you some 3,400 feet above sea level, high up in the desert of Deschutes County in the Deschutes National Forest, and on the front porch of the beautiful and scenic and historic Three Sisters Mountains. Faith, hope, and charity, and tonight the Klamath Union Pelicans might need a little of each to advance the boys' 4A state basketball playoffs. From Sisters High School in Sisters, Oregon, just about 20 miles northwest of Bend, I'm Josh Eldridge, along with Dick North, ready to bring you the 12th edition and unblemished version of Klamath Union basketball. Tonight, the Klamath Union Pelicans enter the playoffs 11-0. We're taking on the Cascade Cougars at a neutral site. They enter play 11-2, and what a great night to be here in Sisters and ready for some playoff basketball tonight, Dick, and hopefully a nice culminating event for this Klamath Union season that we've had so far.
Yeah, we'd like to see another W in the win. No, let's try this again. Let's try to notch another win in the right-hand side of the column. There we go.
There you go.
So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting game tonight. You know, both teams are laying it all on the line, and this is do or die. One team advances, and hopefully it's KU. You know, when they had the matchup last year, same kind of thing. KU advanced after they beat Cascade. Unfortunately, the playoffs didn't happen. So, you know, these teams have something to prove, and hopefully, you know, KU can come away with a win.
We'll talk about that matchup last year that ended up in a 69-68 victory for Klamath Union, in which they would have advanced to the state tournament had it happened. But first, take a look at the team on the floor right now for Klamath Union, led by a couple of seniors, Jacob Cook, Garrett Short. They're 11-0, and you know, really just laying it all on the line for them tonight, because as ranked as the 5th team, they think they should be better, and tonight is the chance to prove that against a team that is technically ranked higher than them. For tonight, Klamath, it's really put up or shut up with what we've been talking about down here. We don't get any respect in Southern Oregon, so now's the time to show the state what we're about, I think.
That's right. We've been talking for about the last couple of weeks about how we need some respect down in K Falls, and so tonight's it's time for the kids to prove it. You know, it's kind of interesting watching these kids warm up tonight. You know, both teams are shooting really well. You know, Sisters has a kid that's 6'10", you know, so Cook and whoever else is guarding him is going to have their work cut out for him. Looking at the matchups, you know, from last year with Sisters, there are only 2 kids that are on their roster tonight that are starting that scored any points.
With Cascade?
Yeah. What did I say, Sisters?
Sisters,
sorry.
that's all right.
Yeah, I get confused. I was going to make a comment about Biden, but we'll just let that we'll let that one go.
So Mullen is number 5 there for Cascade. We'll talk about him in just a little bit as we take a look back at the Cascade Cougars season. We'll meet our opponents tonight, and we will do that right when we come on back. So you've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 and 960 Sports. MyBasin.com with HD video. Leave it here.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's time
tax time. And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down. Bring us your tax refund and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it. Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And to welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports. We've got HD video on mybasin.com. Coming to you live from Sisters High School, a neutral site game for the 4A state quarterfinal between the Klamath Union Pelicans and the Cascade Cougars. A chance now just to take a quick look back at the season that the Cascade Cougars have had. They're 11-2. Entering play today. Their only two losses of the season actually came back in May. They've not lost in nearly a month. Against Philomath and Woodburn on a back-to-back, they lost to Philomath 55-49 and then 48-53 to Woodburn. Since then, they have won, 10 straight games. They've also have come back and beat Philomath and Woodburn, both fairly convincingly, both by about 13 points. So a team which has made improvements throughout the season and obviously has made some improvements since the last time we saw them, Dick. It should be a good matchup with these guys who both teams, they're long, they're athletic, and that's what both coaches are saying heading into this one. We don't know much about them. Their style of play is probably different, but they match up well.
They do. I think what this game is going to be run and gun. Watching these guys shoot, there are a lot of kids that like to shoot from the perimeter on both teams. And so I think that's what's going to be happening. I think there are going to be some long rebounds, some opportunities for some fast breaks. If we get a defensive rebound, hopefully we'll ram it up the floor really fast. The matchups underneath, we mentioned that Dom Bell from Cascade is 6'10". He grew 5 inches from last year. And he looks like he can move pretty well. Sometimes if kids that get that big, they're kind of clumsy, but this kid looks like he's got some athleticism. I think Cook and Short are going to have their work cut out for them tonight. Hopefully they step up to the task and perform well.
You brought it up the last time that we met these two teams met. Mullen, who is one of their better players, number 5 down there on the floor for Cascade, only scored 2 points. Other guy who's on the floor tonight, number 20, and for Cascade, that would be Kellen Sandy. He's a shooter. He'll take his shots beyond the perimeter. He only had 5 points, so this Cascade team, they're retooled, it seems like, but still looking good, and it's definitely going to be an interesting matchup as we take a look now at Klamath Union. Their season so far has been without a loss. They started out their season hot and finished even better. They won their 2 non-league games and beat everyone else in the Skyline Conference, and a team that is led by those 2 guys you mentioned, Garrett Short and Jacob Cook. What else can you say about Jacob Cook other than he comes up big, and Garrett Short, man, he is going to be hounding on defense tonight.
He is. I can't remember. You said he's averaging about 5 blocks a game. He had 9 against Mazama the other night. Cook has a bunch of blocks also. Both kids play really aggressively on defense. They're pretty heads up on offense. They take advantage of situations when they're offered to them. They can score. They like to push the pace. They rebound really super well, and it should be a fun matchup tonight. I'm looking forward to this game.
Cook and Short combined this season for about 30 points per game, and as far as blocks per game, they're both together putting about 9 blocks a game between the two of them. So you can be 6'10" all you want, but you still got to get by Jacob Cook and Garrett Short in the paint. And not to mention, Aaron Franklin can get down there and do some dirty work as well on the boards.
I think one of the keys to this game tonight, first of all, KU's got to take care of the ball. We can't have a bunch of turnovers. And I think if Macias and Franklin and Zumwalt can knock down some threes from the outside, Wata can contribute also, it could open it up, and that could make it interesting inside. Cook's given up 5 inches to Ball on the other side, but he's proven in the past that he can compete against anybody. It'll make a difference what their body size is. So I'm looking for a good game from Jacob tonight.
Matchups up and down the floor. It's going to be a tight one all throughout. At least that's what we're anticipating here, live from Sisters High School. Cascade and Klamath Union is coming up next. But first, going to take an in-depth look about where these two teams finished in their conferences respectively. That is coming up next on 104.3 and 960 Sports with live on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports, live HD video on mybasin.com. We're getting ready for the 4A state quarterfinals between the Klamath Union Pelicans and the Cascade Cougars. Klamath Union obviously winning the Skyline Conference with a 9-0 league record. They're the only team to make it out of the playoffs, out of the Skyline Conference. Meantime, you flip the page over and take a look at the Oregon West Conference, in which the Cascade Cougars came out of as league champions. They finished 6-0 in league play, 11-2 overall. Woodburn, who is also in the state playoffs, finished 6-1. They are 10-2 overall. We're here at Sisters tonight. May as well mention them. They finished 1-6 in league play, 2-12 overall this season. Would like to thank Gary Thorson for having us as guests in his building, the athletic director here at Sisters High School. Taking a swift look at the bracket as it is right now. Again, this is the 4-5 matchup between Cascade and Klamath Union. Take a look at who we might get. Banks and LeGrand play at about 8 o'clock tonight at Banks High School. They've got a girls' game going on over there, too, so they play a little bit later. So they get to know who they play after tonight's conclusion. On the other side of the bracket, the 2-7 matchup is Junction City and Woodburn. And then the 3-6 matchup is Gladstone and Marshfield. Marshfield, the host of the tournament, should it get to Coos Bay. So a lot on the line for both of these teams, Klamath Union and Cascade. Tip-offs and starting lineups are next on 104.3 and 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
And welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports, HD video on mybasin.com. My name's Josh Eldridge, joined by Dick North tonight for the 4A state quarterfinal between the Klamath Union Pelicans and the Cascade Cougars. Time now to meet the starting lineups for the Klamath Union Pelicans. Starting at guard, the senior Aaron Franklin. Number 5, the big man down low, standing 6'4", a senior Jacob Cook. Number 11, a junior guard, standing 5'7", it's Pablo Macias. Number 13 at the forward position, a senior standing 6'2", Garrett Short. And finally a 6-foot junior, number 14, Vaughn Wata. The Pelicans are coached by Ed Case in his third year. And now time to meet the challengers tonight, the Cascade Cougars, as they get mobbed by some students who seem to have made the short trip from Turner. Starting for the Cougars, number 1, a senior guard standing 6'2", Jake Birch. Number 5, a senior standing 6'4", Carson Mullen. Number 12, a senior standing 6'2", Justice Bischoff. Number 20, a junior standing 6'1", Kellen Sandy. And number 42, a junior standing 6 foot 10 inches, Dom Ball. The Cascade Cougars are coached by Calvin Mullen in his second year. Dick, you can feel the excitement as we get ready for tip-off tonight. Klamath Union in their black uniforms with their red lettering and numbering on it, white trim. Cascade wearing white tonight with the yellow lettering and numbering across the back with black trim. We are ready for basketball tonight from Sisters. In the circle right now, it is Ball and Cook as we get ready for tip-off tonight. Klamath Union going to be going from right to left. Cascade, obviously left to right, other way around as we are ready for the tip tonight. The ball is up and won by Jacob Cook. Von Wata gets the inbound, dishes it over to Macias. Garrett Short going to bring it across the timeline for the Pelicans as they start with the ball. Kicks it over far side to Wata, and he loses the handle on it. A turnover quickly for Klamath Union. Just got to shake out the nerves early. They're definitely going to be present for both teams as Cascade now going to take the ball across the court. It's Mullen who's going to be met by Short at about half court. Passing it near side, Sandy, guarded by Franklin. Sandy 10 feet in, trying to get it inside to Ball. Ball puts it on the deck, passes it outside to Birch. Birch trying to go to the net, and ball goes out of bounds as he goes up with the shot, and it'll stay Cascade ball underneath their own bucket. Still scoreless, 7:35 to go in the first of this 4A state quarterfinal. Trying to find the inbound pass, gets it to Mullen, who goes up with the shot almost immediately, misses it. Rebound is grabbed by Short, and he gets fouled trying to fight for it. That'll be the first team foul for Cascade. And the foul is going to be charged to Sandy. Klamath Union going to be bringing it up now as Short going to be playing a little bit of point forward, probably going to try to match minutes with Mullen tonight. Gives it over to Macias. He dribbles up far side, kicks it over to Wata, right in front of the Cascade bench. Wata feeling pressure over there from Bischoff, trying to get it inside to Short. Short fakes the shot, goes up with it. It's blocked by Ball, and Cascade bringing it up. Moving quickly is Mullen. He tries to dive inside, steps the bucket, gets swatted by Short. Now Klamath Union going the other way. Pass ahead to Jacob Cook. Cook has it knocked out of bounds. Cascade going to stay with it. Defensive plays being made early by both teams.
Yeah, a couple of blocks, one on each end of the court. I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Short to inbound it underneath the basket. Short trying to find the open player. Gets it near side to Wata. Goes over his head and out of bounds.
Can't have that.
Zumwalt looks about ready to check in here. He's going to come in for Von Wata. And it'll be Cascade ball this time underneath their own bucket. Inbound pass goes to Sandy. He's bringing it up, guarded by Aaron Franklin, pretty much full court. He's trying to go all the way, passes it out near side to Mullen. Mullen tries to dish it over to Birch, and it goes out of bounds on the other side. Clear that both teams are feeling the nerves early, a couple of turnovers that normally you wouldn't see in a regular season game.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on these kids tonight. It's do or die.
Single elimination. The winner goes to Coos Bay to play either Banks or LeGrand. Short inbounds it, bounce it over to Cook. He's on the far side. About 19 feet out, trying to back down Wall. Kicks it out near side to Zumwalt. Three, good! Klamath Union strikes first. Javin Zumwalt with the first 3 points of tonight's contest. Kicks it ahead to Mullen as Cascade brings it now. It's Sandy. Sandy guarded by Franklin about 25 feet out. Kicks it near side Mullen. Mullen guarded by Short. Takes a screen. Now dribbling left over far side to Sandy. Sandy catch and shoot 3. Answers back. Tied at 3 with 6:51 to go in the first. And Zumwalt, feeling the pressure by Klamath Union, gets it ahead to Cook, and a timeout called by Coach Case. He takes the first timeout of this game. We're tied up at 3 with 6:45 left to go in the first. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 9 Sports, HD video on mybasin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
And welcome you back inside the gym at Sisters High School for this 4A state quarterfinal matchup on 104.3 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com. Klamath Union starting with the ball coming out of the break. Inbound pass goes to Cook, trying to back down ball on the right block, and he travels, trying to go up with another turnover for Klamath Union. As Cascade going to be bringing it up now. It'll be Sandy, guarded pretty much full court by Franklin. Sandy trying to go right with it, now goes left. Sandy on the far side. Gets it into ball, top of the key, guarded by Cook, now over near side to Bischoff. Bischoff gets it inside to Mullen on the left block, passes it over top of the key to Sandy. He brings it back near side. Sandy now top of the key to Ball. Ball kicking hard pass over to Birch. Birch trying to zip it into Sandy, gets it back inside to Ball on the left block, trying to go to work against Cook. Tries to get the layup, misses the shot. Rebound is grabbed by Bischoff. Shot goes outside to Mullen. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound still up for grabs, taken by Cascade. Mullen's with it now, far side, kicks it over to Sandy. Sandy trying to drive baseline, kicks it out to Ball. Ball goes up with the shot and is fouled. So he'll get free throws here for Cascade. Good defense being played on him down low by Cook. He got a couple looks at the bucket but couldn't convert. Finally, the only way he's able to get to the line is, obviously being fouled by Cook there. That'll be his first team foul for Klamath Union. First free throw from Ball is good. Cascade takes the lead. Second free throw coming up from Ball. And it's good. Score 5-3. Cascade leads with 5:57 to go in the first, and they are pressing Klamath Union here quickly. Franklin gets it into the front court. Kicks it over near side Zumwalt. Zumwalt near corner. Feeling the pressure from Mullen. Gets it inside to Cook. Cook has the ball picked away from him, and Cascade bringing the ball up the floor. Pass goes ahead to Bischoff. Down low, it is going to be fouled down low, I believe, by Cook, as Bischoff tried to go up with the shot. So it will be Bischoff at the line. He's shooting 2, trying to extend it to a 4-point lead. Pelicans fans, having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist, and that's why Les Schwab does more than install just tires and wheels. You come on in for a free pre-trip safety check, and they're going to help make sure that everything is in working order at Les Schwab Tires. They've been doing the right thing since 1952. Second free throw from Bischoff off the front iron, no good. Rebound grab by Short. The score remains 6-3, 5:37 to go in the first. Macias bringing it up, gets it ahead to Short. Short over near side to Zumwalt. Zumwalt dribbles right with it, being pressured by Mullen. And Zumwalt feeling the pressure now by Mullen. Can't get anywhere with it and gets it ahead to Franklin, but he was held the ball for 5 seconds. Zumwalt couldn't go anywhere with it, and a turnover for Klamath Union. Wata is going to check into the game and bring out Zumwalt. And Cascade will inbound it on the near side. Mullen takes the inbound pass. He's going to bring it up the court for Cascade fairly easily. Pass ahead goes to Sandy. Sandy dribbles right, takes the screen, trying to drive the left block, and is fouled. I believe that foul in the shooting motion, so Mullen will get free throws here, I think.
Shouldn't.
I don't think he should either. It looked like he was lining up at the line. I don't think he will, so it'll be on the baseline. The foul was on the floor. Score 6-3 Cascade, 5:12 to go in the first. Ball gets the inbound pass, dishes it over to Birch. Birch going to get inside to Mullen, now outside to Sandy. Sandy, 22-foot jumper rattles home. Cascade up 9-3, 5:03 to go in the first. Macias brings it up the floor to Franklin. Franklin trying to drive inside, tries to get it to Wata, loses the ball, Short gets it. He tries to go up, ball blocks him, and now it's Cascade ball underneath the bucket. Pass to the front court to Bischoff. He has it stripped by Macias. It's still going to be Cascade ball.
Heads-up play by Macias on that one. He got up the court in a hurry and was able to contest that shot. It was an easy layup.
Cascade playing hounding defense on Klamath Union, not giving them really a chance to even shoot the ball. As Ball takes the inbound pass, kicks it over far side to Sandy. Sandy drives baseline and a blocking foul against Franklin underneath the bucket. Dutra's going to be checking in. And he will replace Aaron Franklin, who's picked up his second foul. Inbound pass goes to Mullen, near side, kicks it out to Birch. Birch trying to drive the left block, gets Wata off his feet, goes up with the shot, blocked by Short. Ball is loose. On the other side, Dutra and Ball racing for it. Picked up by Youngena, he loses it. Now the ball picked up by Mullen, far side. Dishes ahead to Birch. Birch, now in the corner, trying to dribble inside, goes up with the shot, off the glass, no good, Short with the board. Garrett Short this season, averaging about 7 rebounds a game, kicks it over far side to Wata for a three, high off the rim, no good. Sandy gets the rebound, and now he brings it up for Cascade. Sandy trying to drive inside, goes up with the shot, and a foul on Garrett Short as Sandy went up with the shot. It'll be 2 free throws coming up for Sandy. There's a 5 on the floor right now for KU. It is Youngena, Macias, Wata, Dutra, and Short. That is Short's first foul. And already the 5th team foul for Klamath Union so far. First free throw rattles home. Score 10-3 with 4:05 to go in the first. At the line right now is Kellen Sandy. Also checking in for Cascade will be Isaac Schnepp. Schnepp going to check in for Ball. Second free throw coming in from Sandy. He gets it. 11-3 now. Cascade leads. 4:05 to go in the first. Macias feeling the pressure. A turnover for Klamath Union. Sandy's got it now, top of the key. Sandy guarded by Dutra, about 28 feet out. Steps into a three-point shot and drains it. Score now 14-3. Cascade leads. 3:49 to go in the first. Macias feeling the pressure. Gets it ahead to Dutra. Dutra over to Short. Short trying to back down Sandy. Over to Youngena, now top of the key. Far near side to Dutra. Dutra handing it off to Short. Short steps back, thinks about a three, gets it back over to Short after the pass into Youngena. Short trying to drive inside. Klamath Union slowing things down, looking for points. Back outside to Dutra, top of the key. Dutra hands it over to Macias. Macias feeling the pressure from Newton. Macias trying to drive inside, gets everyone off their feet, spins around, high off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Cascade. Pass into the front court to Schnepp. He goes up with it, blocked by Short. And Klamath Union's got it now as Macias bringing it up the floor. Macias stops just beyond the three-point arc, tries to get it inside to Short. Instead, Wata gets it, goes up with the floater and gets the shot. 14-5, now 2:55 to go in the first. Cascade leads. Moving quickly, pass goes outside to Mullen. He's right top of the key, guarded now by Short. Mullen slows things down just a little bit for Cascade. Dribbling left, he's going to hand it off to Sandy. Sandy near side to Newton. Newton guarded by Macias, kicks it out to Sandy. Sandy, 23-foot three-pointer, high off the glass, no good. And rebound is going to end up going to Schnepp. Mullen gets it far side. He's trying to dribble inside, goes up with the shot and gets it. Score now 16-5, 2:23 to go in the first. Macias giving it back to Short as he's trying to bring it up the floor. Pass ahead to Dutra. Dutra to Macias near side, gets knocked out of bounds. And a substitution coming in for Cascade and a timeout. 16-5 the score, 2:15 to go in the first. Cascade leads. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports with video on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And to welcome you back, 104.3 960 Sports, HD video on mybasin.com. The score right now, 16-5, Cascade leads Klamath Union.
Right now, Cascade Christian's doing really well. Sandy's shooting lights out. He's missed one three-pointer. He's got 9 points. Ball's got 4. Milan has 2, and Bischoff has 1. So for KU, it's pretty slim. Zumwalt's got 3, and Wata's got 2.
Klamath Union starts with the ball coming out of the break as Macias brings it, dishes it up to Dutra. Dutra feeling the pressure, going right with it. Bounce over to Macias, far side. Macias feeling the trouble, drives baseline, goes up with the shot, no good. Mullen with the board. And Cascade bringing it up now as he crosses the timeline, picked up by Dutra. Mullen trying to go inside, 15-foot floater, rattles home. 18-5, Cascade leads. Pass goes ahead to Wata, and he's bringing it up. Pass goes over to Youngena, getting it inside to Dutra. Dutra over to Short, guarded by Mullen, near side. Short trying to go inside, has the ball picked loose, goes out of bounds. It'll be KU ball on the near side. 5 on the floor right now for KU. It's Short, Dutra, Youngena, and Wata, and Macias. Macias takes the inbound pass. Macias trying to travel, go inside, and a foul going to go against Cascade, I believe, as Macias was pushed into another Cascade player. Score 18-5, a minute 33 left to go in the first. Cascade leads. Garrett Short gets it inside to Macias, dribbles baseline, now back outside beyond the perimeter. Crossing, trying to go baseline with it, feeling the pressure, passes it outside to Dutra, but another turnover for Klamath Union. Mullen's got it now, he goes up with it, bothered by Short, but he gets the bucket. 20-5, Cascade up 15 in the first. Pass goes ahead to Wata, he goes up with the shot and misses the layup. Short is there to put it back up and in. 20-7 with 1:09 to go in the first. Mullen going to bring it up now. He's slowing things down for Cascade. Hands things off to Sandy. Sandy spins around Wata, kicks it near side to Newport. Newport going to get inside, putting it on the deck was Schnepp. Now inside, the ball goes loose and a foul is called. And that will send number 12 for Cascade, Bischoff, to the line. 13-point lead. And the foul is on Wata. 6th team foul for Klamath Union, still now only in the first quarter. First free throw is good. And coming in is Jake Birch for Cascade. He checks in for Carson Mullen. Second free throw coming up for Bischoff. His second free throw is also good. 22-7. Cascade leads. Garrett Short gets it up to Dutra. Dutra having to work around the press. Dutra stops at the elbow and he travels as he tries to step into a shot. Another turnover for Klamath Union. 44 seconds left to go, 22-7. Zumwalt going to check in for Dutra. And Sandy's going to take the inbound pass for Cascade, now guarded by Wata, pretty much full court. Pass comes near side to Newton, and a foul down low. And is this going against Klamath Union? Yeah, it is. So already shooting 1-1 here in the first quarter is going to be Isaac Schnepp. Schnepp at the line, getting his first free throws here. The junior, standing 6'4", misses his first free throw. Short gets the rebound. Up ahead to Wata. Wata now near side to Zumwalt. Zumwalt thinks about going up with the shot. Bounce pass outside to Wata. Wata tries to get it inside to Zumwalt, but Cascade jumps the lane. It'll be Cougar ball with 21 seconds to go in the first. Cougars lead 22-7. Birch with it now. Birch trying to dribble right with it, hands it off to Sandy. Sandy about 30 feet out, dribbles around, steps up to Youngena, kicks it outside to Birch. Birch down low, kicks it outside to Sandy, gets up a shot, it is no good. The score after one, 22-7. Klamath Union has a tall mountain to climb but still a lot of basketball left to be played. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 103 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Welcome you back to 104.3 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com of the 4A state quarterfinals between the Cascade Cougars and the Klamath Union Pelicans. As we get started to go in the second quarter of play, the Cougars lead 22-7 and start with the basketball. Right now it is, that was Sandy as he tries to go up with the shot and gets fouled. And foul against Short, but it will be 1-1. Coming up for Kellen Sandy, the junior guard standing 6'1", has rained down a couple three-pointers so far in that first quarter against Klamath Union. He's got a nice shot. First free throw's good. 23-7 now. 16-point game, make it, well, still 16 as Wata gets the rebound. Zumwalt now dribbling into the front court as he feels pressure, loses the ball. Wata picks it up, still a loose ball. Short fighting for it and keeps it up. Now over to Wata, back to Short. Short trying to dribble, goes near side corner, trying to get inside, loses the handle on it, pass over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt is going to be fouled down low by number 32 for Cascade, Isaac Schnepp. That's the third Cascade team foul as opposed to 8 for Klamath Union. First foul on Schnepp, and Short inbounds it under the bucket, gets it over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt hands it over to Macias. Macias thinks about a three, comes over near side, dribbles right, goes left, pump fake, gets it over to Cook. Cook up against ball, outside to Macias for three, off the glass, no good. Rebound Cascade. Pass going ahead for the Cougars. Trying to get the ball inside the ball on that left block, zipping it over to Birch. Birch now guarded by Short. Trying to go up with it near side. Birch gets the shot, but no good. Ball gets the rebound and puts it back up and in for Cascade, 25-7. Zumwalt passing it to the front court for KU. Gets it to Cook. Cook spins around, ball goes up with the shot and misses the bucket. With the rebound was Schnepp. Good move to the bucket by Cook, just couldn't convert. Cascade, Sandy steps into a three, it rims out, no good. Cascade gets the rebound and a travel as he comes down with it. KU will take possession as Carson Mullen checks into the game. 5 on the floor right now for the Pels. It's Short, Zumwalt, Cook, Macias, and Wata. Cook, front court pass to Zumwalt. Zumwalt bringing it up. He's going to dribble, try to go baseline with it, high up with the shot, and gets the layup, 25-9. Now just a 16-point game once again. Mullen bringing it up. Cascade slowing down their offense just a bit. Passes it near side to Birch. Birch trying to get it inside the ball against Cook on the left block. Goes up with the shot and gets it. Ball, that's 4 straight points for him. 6:08 to go in the second, 27-9. Cook bringing it up. Thinks about trying to drive inside. Goes up with the shot off the glass and it rims home. 27-11. As now Klamath Union able to get a couple shots up onto the other side. Mullen bringing it up now for the Cougars. Trying to slow things down, trying to direct traffic. Dishes over to Birch near side. Birch dribbling top of the key, kicks it over to Mullen. Mullen guarded by Short, far side. Mullen about 25 feet out, kicks it near side to Bischoff. Bischoff about 26 feet out, dribbling near side, hands it over to Birch. Birch guarded by Macias. It's about half court. Going far side. Birch feeling the pressure. Gets it over to Ball, top of the key. Ball near side to Bischoff. Now over to Mullen. Gets it inside to Schnepp. Schnepp goes up with the shot, and it falls. 29-11. Cascade leads. Gets it over to Zumwalt, and Zumwalt will bring it up the floor. Zumwalt trying to go near side and gets fouled by Birch. That is the fourth Cougar team foul. Score still 29-11 with 5:07 to go in the second. And a substitution coming in for Cascade, as it looks like Newton has checked in. Short to inbound. Gets it over near side, Wata. Wata trying to dribble to the free throw line. Gets it out to Cook. Cook bounces it inside to Zumwalt on the right side. Zumwalt trying to drive inside, feeling the pressure. Gets it inside to Cook. Cook going to work on the right block. High off the glass, no good. Tries to follow it with his rebound, but Mullen gets the board. Mullen racing up the floor. Trying to go up with it. Gets the shot up over Garrett Short and gets the bucket to fall. 31-11. Cascade has opened up their biggest lead of the night, now at 20, as Macias brings it up the floor for the Pels. Trying to drive inside, bounce it over to Cook. Cook has his shot swatted by Ball, but Zumwalt gets the rebound. Zumwalt over to Short, 28 feet out. Tries to get it over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt driving the baseline, gets the shot, misses it. Ball with the board. Pass goes into the front court to Mullen. Mullen now guarded by Short. Mullen over to Sandy. Sandy guarded by Macias. Trying now to drive inside. Gets the left side, puts the shot up, and gets it around Garrett Short. 33-11, 4:05 to go in the second. Pass into the front court for Cook. Cook thinks about going up with the shot, and Short gets the pass, has it knocked out of bounds. He saves it, now Cascade ball. Mullen on the other side for Cascade, hands it inside to Birch. Birch gets the pass outside to Sandy. Now Mullen, far corner for three, no good. Short with the rebound. 3:45 to go in the second, 33-11, Cascade leads. Pass goes inside to Cook. Cook pump fakes, goes up with the shot, off the glass, gets the bucket. 33-13, 20-point game, 3.5 to go in the second. Sandy bringing it up for the Cougars. Dishing it near side, Newton, guarded by Wata. Newton feeling the pressure, gets it over to Birch, top of the key. Gets it over to Sandy, open three-pointer, misses. Rebound still up for grabs, taken by Ball. Ball trying to get it inside to Newton. Newton back outside to Birch, over to Mullen, top of the key. Mullen guarded by Short. He's going to slow things down just a little bit. Mullen going to take the ball screen, try to dribble inside. Free throw line jumper is good. 35-13, and Macias bringing it up. Macias trying to dribble inside, goes up with the shot, fights the contact from Ball, and can't get it. Cascade gets the rebound, and a whistle on the other side. I believe it'll be a timeout for Coach Mullen of Cascade. The score 35-13, 2:43 to go in the second. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sport with HD video on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com. We're in the second quarter of the 4A state quarterfinal. Cascade leads 35-13. And Dick, at this point in the game, I think it's fair to say that Cascade has just blatantly played more aggressive than Klamath Union. They're getting outpaced just a little bit.
Oh, they have. They've got a tenacious defense. They're playing a really, really super tight man-to-man. They're actually playing it cleanly. They only have 4 fouls. And they're causing a lot of turnovers. KU has 8 turnovers at this point.
Mullen's got it near side for Cascade as they start with the ball coming out of the break. Gets it cross-court pass over to Sandy, picked up by Franklin. Sandy trying to drive inside, and was that a charge down low? Franklin taking that one, and a turnover for Cascade. That's their 5th team foul. And checking into the game for the Cougars is Atya.
That's the second foul on Sandy. That's a good thing.
Macias trying to bring it into the front court for KU. Gets it over to Short. Short going to have to get around some Cougars to get it up. Franklin Now dribbling, gets it over to Short. Bounce pass outside to Franklin. Catch and shoot 3, rims out, no good. Follows it up with his own rebound. Tries to feel the pressure. Outside to Macias for a 3. Macias misses it. Rebound still up for grabs. Wata gets it. Tries to get it inside to Cook. Still a loose ball. Battling for it on the other side. Outside, out of bounds on Cascade, as they are battling for every board down low. But Klamath Union doing a good job in this second quarter of not giving up those easy rebounds.
Yeah, that's true. They're fighting for everything underneath. And, there've been some heads-up passes in there. Just instead of grabbing the ball, they've been tipping each other, and it's worked out really well for them.
Short inbound pass goes to Macias, far side. Macias, guarded by Newton, gets it over to Short. Short inside to Cook on that right block. Cook goes to work down inside and gets the bucket, lays it up with his left hand, 35-15. A minute 50 left to go in the second, and Mullen bringing it up for the Cougars. Dishing it near side, Bischoff. Bischoff trying to drive baseline. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bischoff. Good defense down low being played by Aaron Franklin. Franklin so far this season averaging about 9 points a game, but the number that stands out to me that we didn't see last year was the 4 rebounds a game for Franklin. He's committed on the defensive end this season. Macias bringing it up for the Pels. Macias dribbling near side. Bounces it outside to Cook, top of the key. Cook over to Franklin, now over to Short, far side. Short, guarded closely, passes it over to Franklin, now again, top of the key. Franklin back, far side to Short, gets it inside to Cook on that right block. Cook has his pocket picked down low, ball still loose, picked away by Cascade. Pass goes into the front court by Bischoff. He tries to bounce it over to Newton. Newton pump fakes, goes up with the shot, misses, and Cookie with the rebound. He falls hard going back down, and he looks to be okay, but a scary spill coming out from Jacob Cook.
Yeah, he got beat up on that board.
Is that anything new for him?
No, he gets hammered on quite a bit. KU right now with ball on the floor, on the bench needs to take advantage of the matchup underneath with Cook. If they can get the ball into him down in the paint, we should see some quick buckets.
Short bringing it up the floor for the Pels. Pass goes ahead to Wata. Wata near side, trying to dribble in. Passes it outside to Short. Short near corner, going baseline with it. Bounces outside to Franklin. Now Macias, top of the key for 3. Pablo splashes it. 35-18 with 44 seconds to go in the second. Now only a 17-point lead once again. For Cascade, their biggest of the night was 20. Mullen kicks it near side to Birch. Birch guarded by Franklin. Birch over near side now to Bischoff. Bischoff over to Mullen. Mullen loses the handle for a second, picks it back up. Short playing defense, full court. Mullen about 40 feet out. Trying to watch the half-court line is with 13 seconds left to go. Cascade wanted to take the final shot. Takes the screen. Mullen trying to drive inside. Goes up with his hand and is bothered by Cook, but takes the contact and gets the bucket. Pass to the front court for Wata. 3, bakes it in! At the halftime buzzer, the score 37-21. Dick, I don't know if you remember this, but it was a buzzer beater at halftime that got Klamath Union back into the game last time. Right now they trail 37-21. As we go into halftime, you've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 96 HD Video on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time! And with here, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us us your tax refund and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it. Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome you back to 104.3 and 960 Sports, HD video on mybasin.com. The 4A state quarterfinal matchup right now sees Cascade ahead of Klamath Union 37-21. The Cougars led by a couple different players. Kellen Sandy with 12, Carson Mullins got 12, and they have come out with a vengeance, this Cascade team has. They have. They're playing really well offensively, but their defense, I think, is what makes a difference in the game right now. Cascade's playing a really super aggressive, super tight man-to-man defense, but they're not fouling, so they're playing clean ball, and they're giving KU fits. Anytime KU puts the ball on the floor, they run the risk of losing it. And so, there have been some tentative passes. One of the things that KU has done that they need to not do is when they get in a tight spot, they're picking up their dribble, and that gives Cascade a chance to double team them, which it does. And, we had one 5-second violation already. There have been some really poor passes as a result of trying to get out of a jam like that. And so KU's got to figure out that they can't pick up their dribble. They've got to bring it up the floor, think ahead of who they're going to pass to. Kids away from the ball are going to have to break towards the ball and get themselves open, and then KU's got to make some decent passes. As far as scoring, for Cascade, Mullins got 12, Bischoff has 3, Sandy has 12, kids shooting lights out. Schnepp has 2, and Ball, who's been on the bench quite a bit, has 8. For KU, Zumwalt has 5, Cook has 6. All of them came in about a 3-minute span in the second quarter. Macias has 3, Short has 2, and Wata has 5. So KU's got a hard road to hoe. They picked up 6 fouls in that first quarter as a team, allowing Cascade to pretty much operate that entire second quarter in the bonus, picking up a couple free throws. I'm sure that Klamath Union like to get sent to the line a little bit more than they have. I'm not sure that they've had one free throw even. They have not made a trip to the line. They have not made a trip to the line, and Cascade has a fair few free throws. So Klamath Union in the second half looking to get a little bit more aggressive, and they're going to have to. They trailed by 16 at halftime, 37-21. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports with HD video on my.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com. The halftime score of this 4A state quarterfinal is 37-21. Cascade leads. And for Klamath Union, a team which went undefeated this year, they picked up their first league title since 1984. You know, Klamath Union, that's quite a long time. You look at their history in the playoffs. This is their 103rd playoff game for Klamath Union with a record of 57-46. Klamath Union, they played their first playoff game all the way back in 1932. Since then, they've won 4 championships, one in the 40s, a couple in the 50s. They beat Medford 66-44 in 1965. Now here's the stat that Klamath Union fans know all too well. Luckily, this group has broken a sort of curse. The Pels missed the playoffs 29 times between 1932 and 1988. Quite a long span of years. Since then, since 1988, Klamath Union has missed the playoffs 27 times. That's almost more than the span of 1932 to 1988. They are glad to be here, led by a couple seniors like Jacob Cook, averaging about 17 points a game. Tonight, Jacob Cook's got 6. They've also here, because of a senior, Garrett Short with 13 points a game, averaging well over 10 rebounds and 7 assists. Short looking to get involved here in the second half. And take a look at Cascade. They've been here plenty of times. They've been in the playoffs since 1957. They've made the playoffs 25 times. Their one and only school championship for boys basketball comes in 1974. Most recently, they were state runner-up in 2013. Last time these two teams played was in the playoffs last year, a 69-68 victory for Klamath Union, in which they came back by a deficit of 12 at halftime. This time, a little bit of a bigger hill to climb. They're down by 16, 37-21. Third quarter action is next on 104.3 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time! And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram.
And welcome you back to Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports. Getting right into the third quarter. The score 37-21. Cascade leads. Wata with KU as they start with the ball. He's feeling pressured. Gets it over to Garrett Short. Short pump fakes on that left elbow. Gets it out to Franklin and starts things off with a three-pointer for Klamath Union. That's Aaron Franklin's first 3 points of the night. Klamath Union still down by 13, 37-24. Cougars now hand it off over to Birch. They're near side. Birch getting over to ball, top of the key. Ball over far side to Bischoff. Bischoff picked up by Wata. Gets it inside to Sandy. Now Mullen bounces it inside to Ball, but Macias jumps the passing lane. Turnover for Cascade. Getting into the front court now. Cook's got it. Cook. Far side, trying to find a way to get it to Short, and does. Short takes a screen. Now over on the far side, back over to Cook. Cook now top of the key over to Macias. As Klamath Union now goes from left to right. Over to Short, near corner. Trying to drive baseline. Goes up with the reverse layup. Misses the shot. Ball with the rebound. Cascade bringing it up as Mullen races up the floor. Mullen crosses up. Kicks it outside to Birch. Birch beyond the three-point line. Kicks it to Sandy. And a foul called against Cascade. Didn't quite see what the call was. You happen to see it?
I think Sandy has a tendency when he breaks to the bucket to try to shove people out of the way, and they called that. That's second foul that Franklin's drawn against him like that.
And third foul against Sandy. As Short bringing it up, gets it ahead to Cook. Cook trying to drive inside, goes up against Ball, high off the glass, gets the bucket. 11-point game, 37-26, 6.5 to go in the third. Sandy bringing it up now against Franklin. Sandy passing it over to Birch. Birch now Mullen, top of the key, back over to Sandy near side, getting it inside to Ball. Ball on that left block, kicks it outside to Mullen, top of the key. Mullen, free throw line jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound still up for grabs, taken by Ball. Ball trying to drive baseline, goes up against Cook, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, goes back up with it, and is fouled. Ball, a kid who's 6'10", you expect him to have his way in the paint down there, but he's shoving people around. Cook ended up on the floor, and Short ended up in the air. Ball is the kind of size that KU just has not seen this year.
Now 6'10", there are not a lot of players anywhere in Oregon that are 6'10".
Ball makes his first free throw. That's 9 points for him on the night. And second free throw coming up for Dom Ball is no good. Short gets the rebound. And Ball was loose. Birch gets it and gets the bucket. Klamath Union having trouble securing the rebound there, back up to a 14-point game. That's what it was when we came into the halftime. Macias loses the handle on it, picks it back up, and a foul is called down low against Sandy. That'll be his fourth foul.
I think it's actually his third. They gave that credit to that other one to Birch.
Okay. That is his third foul. As Short is going to inbound it straight up to Franklin, gives it back to Short. Short finds Franklin, far side. Franklin gets it over to Cook, top of the key. Cook over to Macias, and the ball was tipped. Macias able to pick it up into the backcourt. Brings it up the floor. Macias over to Short, far side, gets it over to Cook. Cook trying to drive baseline against Ball, loses the handle on it, goes out of bounds. It'll be Cascade ball right in front of the bleachers here.
Cook's a little bit quicker than Ball, and I think he can drive baseline against him and get a step on him, so that's what he's trying to do on that one. He just lost the handle on it.
Still in pressure, just getting a feel for trying to drive down low. 5.5 to go. It's a 14-point game, 40-26. Pass goes over near side to Bischoff. Bischoff trying to go against Wata on that right block. Goes up with the floater. It rims out, no good. Cook with the board. Cook pushing it ahead to Macias. Macias bringing it up. He's guarded, about 26 feet out. Gets it over to Franklin, but Sandy jumps the passing lane. Goes up with the shot and gets the layup. 42-26. 5 minutes to go in the third. Franklin gets it over to Macias, and a timeout is called by Coach Cates. We're going to take a timeout too. The score 42-26, 16-point game with 5 to go in the third. The Cascade Cougars leads.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we're back at the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports, live HD video on mybasin.com. The score 42-26 with 5 to go in the third. The Cougars lead the Pels. It'll be Pelican ball to start out of the break. Short with the inbound pass. He's going to bring it up against Mullen, who's pressing him full court. Short feeling the pressure, gets it over to Cook. Cook now near side to Franklin, over to Macias. He brings it top of the key. Macias tries to dribble left with it, hands it off to Franklin, over to Short. Short spins around at the free throw line, takes a step, gets it inside to Cook, goes up with the shot, up off the glass and good for Jacob Cook. 42-28, 4.5 to go in the third. And Cascade now bringing it up, hands it over to Mullen. Mullen guarded by Short. Now near side. Mullen taking the Bischoff screen, now picked up by Wata, getting it over far side to Sandy. Sandy guarded by Franklin, crosses to his right, goes up with the right hand floater, no good. Cook with the board. Cook over to Franklin, and Aaron will take it up the floor for the Pels, giving it up to Short as he crosses the timeline. Short picked up by Mullen, over to Macias, far side. Macias takes the short screen about 28 feet out, trying to drive left side, gets it over to Short. Short tries to split the double team. Guarded by Mullen. Outside to Cook. Cook over to Franklin, top of the key, gets it far side to Wata. Wata crosses up Bischoff, tries to go inside, bounces it to Cook, who goes up with the shot, gets the foul and the bucket.
Nice move to the bucket that way.
And credit the pass of Von Wata there. What a slick feed with the bounce pass inside. Cook getting the first free throw attempts for Klamath Union of this game with 3:44 to go in the third. Timeout on the floor to media, so we'll take it. 42-30, 3:44 to go in the third. The Cascade Cougars lead the Klamath Union Pelicans.
It's tax time, and Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund, and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever, and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month, only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
I never have.
42-30 with 3:44 to go in the third. That's the score right now. The 4A state quarterfinal. Cascade in the lead over Klamath Union. 5 on the floor for the Pels. It's Wata, Macias, Cook, Short, and Franklin. These are the 5 starters. They're only on the floor for the second time this game as Franklin picked up 2 quick fouls, as did Cook. And that was early in the first quarter. Since then, they've been able to play and try to push back into this game. Cook at the line to try to make it a 3-point play. The free throw is good from Cook, as Jacob is shooting about 71% from the line this season. Some subs coming in for Cascade as Ball has checked back in. And now only an 11-point game. Mullen bringing it up. Guarded by Short, loses a handle on it. And Mullen picks it back up. Still at about half court, getting it over far side to Sandy, guarded by Franklin. Sandy going right with it. Mullen, off-ball movement, takes a screen from Ball, gets it now top of the key. Mullen thinks about driving inside, but a foul is called on Klamath Union. Charge it to Macias, and for Pablo, that'll be his first foul. Pablo so far 3 points tonight. Youngena will check in for Macias. So Klamath Union sacrificing length for shooting right now, I think. Mullen trying to inbound it under the own bucket for Cascade. Gets it over to Sandy. Sandy, catch and shoot 3, misses. Wata gets the board. Klamath Union now is Short, brings it up. He's racing up the floor against Mullen. Short running full speed, and a foul against Carson Mullen. And that was a good job by Short. I think that's what he was looking for, trying to race up and take the contact.
I think he was. Heads up play on Short.
4th foul for Cascade here in the third, as Garrett Short takes the inbound pass. Short going far side, takes the Franklin screen, and guarded now by Mullen. Bounces it outside to Youngena. Youngena top of the key, hands it off over to Short. Short near side now to Franklin. Back to Short, top of the key, about 28 feet out, gets it over to Cook. Cook bounces it inside to Wata. Wata takes it to the bucket and gets fouled. He'll get 2 free throws coming up. And for Von Wata, his first couple of free throws coming up right here. Wata's got 5 points tonight and is shooting 81% from the free throw line. He's averaging about 4 points a game. First free throw from Wata finds its way home. Now a 10-point game, 42-32 with 2:52 to go in the third. Second free throw coming up from Wata is good. 9-point game. Klamath Union has trimmed the lead down. And now breaking out a press, it seems, against Cascade is Short, guarding Mullen from about 80 feet. Crosses half court finally. And Mullen bringing it up near side, bounces it over to Bischoff. Bischoff takes the ball screen. Wata still guarding him closely. Bischoff getting it inside to Mullen, outside to Sandy. Sandy takes a screen, trying to come back, top of the key. Guarded by Short. Sandy dribbling right on the right block, gets it out to Mullen. Mullen back outside, tries to get it inside to Bischoff. Bischoff with the contact. Pass goes outside to Mullen, top of the key. Klamath Union playing good defense, stopping Cascade there as Franklin guarding Mullen out 30 feet out. Mullen tries to drive inside, takes a shot at the free throw line. Instead, that was a pass inside to Snep. He misses the bucket. Klamath Union bringing it up the floor. Short, cross-court pass over to Cook. He's got it in the far side. Cook, guarded by Ball. Tries to go inside, maybe drive baseline, spins around, goes to his right, now his left. Pass goes outside to Youngena, top of the key. Youngena over to Franklin, now short near side. Gets it inside to Franklin, goes up with the shot and gets it. 42-35, now just a 7-point game with a minute 44 to go in the third. And a timeout called by Coach Calvin Mullen with $1:42 to go in the third. His team only up by 7. Going to stick with you through this timeout because Dick, Klamath Union, don't want to speak too soon, but they seem to have found something to work. They're keeping the ball and they're not turning the ball over as much. And right now they're on, by my count, about 10-0 run, something like that.
I don't know. I can't add. I'd have to take my shoes off. KU is playing with some heart right now. They came out and played with a vengeance. They're being a lot more careful with their passes, and they've got kids breaking through the lane, which is creating opportunities underneath. And some heads-up play from Cook and Short underneath. They're playing aggressively on defense. Also, they're getting some key rebounds. And right now, they're the team that's in command of this game.
They're the team that we've seen all season.
Right.
It also helps that Cook and Short and Franklin are able to stay on the floor. Franklin, he's got those 3 points. Other than that, his defense has really helped Klamath Union recapture at least some sort of momentum into this game. As Cascade starts with the ball coming out of the break. Mullen guarded by Short, pretty much full court. Mullen racing inside, goes up with the shot. He gets fouled on the shot. So Mullen will get 2 free throws. And Mullen, you talk about Cook's quickness for his position, but Mullen is pretty dang fast for his position too.
All the kids on this Cascade team are fast. It's amazing to me to watch. Cook is really quick, and Short is really super quick. Macias is quicker, but Cascade is quick all the way through the lineup.
First free throw from Mullen is good. Score 43-35. And second free throw coming up from Mullen as 5 on the floor for Cascade. It's going to be Schnepp, Ball, Mullen, Sandy, and Bischoff. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Wata. Wata racing up the floor, gets it ahead to Franklin. Franklin over to Youngena. Youngena trying to drive baseline. Mid-range shot, up the glass, it's good. 43-37. A minute 20 to go in the third as Mullen bringing it up. Mullen guarded by Short. Brings it over far side, dishes it over to Sandy. Sandy gets it over to Schnepp, top of the key. Now near side to Mullen, guarded by Short. Trying to get the pass inside to Ball. Ball goes up with the shot, misses. Rebound still up for grabs, taken by Cascade. It's Schnepp, top of the key, and a little bit of a double team. Gets it back outside to Sandy. He slows things down for Cascade. Trying to dribble near side, that's left. Got the ball in his right hand, crosses to his left. Trying to drive baseline against Franklin, and a blocking foul against Franklin down low. 51 seconds to go. That's the 4th Pelican team foul. 5 for Cascade as Macias and Zumwalt going to check into the game. Short comes out, as does Franklin. So the 5 on the floor for KU. It's Macias, Zumwalt, Cook, Youngena, and Wata. See if this lineup can make something happen for the Pels. As Ball gets the inbound pass at the free throw line, kicks it over to Schnepp. Schnepp gets the ball inside to Birch. Birch goes up with the shot, no good. Ball fights for the rebound, gets the foul, and makes the layup. Ball a chance to make it a 3-point play with 44 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Ball's already got 13 points tonight, looking to make it 14. Free throw coming up for Ball. He's only missed 1 tonight. And that free throw no good. Youngena gets the board. Gets it ahead to Macias. Macias racing up the floor for KU. And gets it over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt now top of the key. Hands it over to Youngena. Youngena takes the Cook screen. Now on that left block. Tries to get it outside to Cook. It's tipped. Kept inbounds. And Zumwalt tries to get it a turnover for Klamath Union. Cook tried to save it from going out of bounds. Couldn't quite get it done. 12-point game. 25 seconds to go in the third. Mullen bringing it up against Macias. And dishes it over to Birch. Birch against Zumwalt. Trying to feel the pressure. Gets it over near side to Schnepp. Schnepp over to Mullen, guarded by Macias. Mullen steps into a jump shot. Shot goes up. It's no good. Rebound battled for, taken by Cook. And tries to get up the last-second buzzer beater. No good. 45-37. An 8-point game as Klamath Union heads into the fourth quarter. What could be the last quarter of their season. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports with ADO on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
And welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports. We've got HD video on mybasin.com. The score heading into the fourth and final quarter, 45-37. Klamath Union trimming that lead to 8 in the third quarter. 5 on the floor for them. It's Short, Zumwalt, Franklin, Cook, and Macias. 5 on the floor for Cascade. Mullen, Birch, Ball, Schnepp, and Bischoff. Mullen about half court now for the Cougars. Trying to get it over to Bischoff, guarded by Macias, far side. Bischoff bouncing it over to Schnepp. Now Mullen's got it near side. Getting it inside the Ball. Ball puts it on the deck. Off the glass, no good. Tries to put it back up and in, no good. Ball gets another rebound. The shot is waved off, and it's going the way of Klamath Union. A foul against Cascade. What was the call there? What's the actual foul?
Not really sure what that was.
Was it did he throw an elbow around?
I think it was, yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm not sure it was on, though.
I think we'll be able to see here in a second on the scoreboard. It's going to be on number 32. That is Isaac Schnepp, a junior standing 6'4". Klamath Union has the ball with 7:28 to go in the fourth. Garrett Short bringing it up, crosses the timeline, feels the pressure, loses the ball, gets it back. Now Zumwalt has got it. Zumwalt just top of the key, dishing it over near side Franklin. Franklin taking the Zumwalt screen, top of the key. Franklin feels the pressure over to Macias. Macias now 30 feet out, hands it over to Garrett Short. Short trying to drive baseline, loses the handle and travels after going up with the shot. It looked like the ball was knocked loose. He tried to pick it up. Either way, a turnover for Klamath Union and Garrett Short. It'll be Cascade ball underneath their own bucket. 7:04 to go in the final quarter. 45-37, Cascade leads. Sandy bringing it up, guarded by Franklin. Sandy over to Schnepp. Schnepp now near side to Birch, over to Mullen, now near corner. Back over to Schnepp, Birch, now Mullen, trying to get it inside the Ball. Ball loses the handle on it, knocks it over to Mullen, guarded now by Short. Mullen brings it out, about 35 feet out, about half court, trying to drive near side. Cross court pass to Sandy. Sandy now driving the baseline, loses the handle, off the glass, no good. Short with the rebound. And now Zumwalt bringing it up. Cross court pass to Franklin. It's knocked out of bounds by Cascade. And a timeout is called by the officials before the play could really develop, as Ball looks like he might have been banged up going for that last rebound.
I think he took a head under the chin. That's one of the disadvantages of being 6'10".
Well, it looks all right. He'll be able to play. Zumwalt checks out, and Youngena is in. Short trying to find a guy to inbound it to. Gets it to Short. Short trying to go inside. Fakes left, goes right, up with the bucket, no good. Rebound Ball. Mullen's got it. As he tries to race up the floor, and a foul called against Garrett Short. And that'll put Cascade into the bonus. 7th team foul. Right now, Cascade has 6. So next foul against Klamath Union will put them in the bonus as well. No, that wasn't the bonus. So that put them at 16 fouls. It looked like there was 1-and-1 coming, but a turnover quickly, and Klamath Union takes it. As Short dishing it over near side Macias. Macias hands it over to Youngena. Youngena hands it to Franklin, top of the key. Franklin trying to drive inside against Ball. Mid-range jump shot, gets the bucket. 45-39. Cascade still leads with 5:44 to go in the fourth. Mullen bringing it up. He's guarded by Short at about half court. Mullen dishing it near side to Birch. Pardon me, that's Sandy. Sandy guarded by Franklin. Gets it over to Schnepp. Guarded by Macias. Over to Mullen, far side. Mullen trying to find a way to get it inside to Ball. Instead decides to get it to Birch, top of the key. Now over to Schnepp. Schnepp now near side. Dribbles right with it. Kicks it outside to Sandy. Sandy far side to Birch. Birch guarded by Macias. Birch trying to get it over to Mullen. Mullen drives inside. Gets it over to Sandy. Sandy now back outside to Mullen. Cascade taking their time. Mullen passing it now near side to Sandy. Sandy guarded by Franklin. Trying to find a way to get the ball inside to Domball down low. Back out to Schnepp. Now to Mullen far side. Cascade. They slowed things down like this against Klamath Union last year as well. Now gets it over to Schnepp. Schnepp guarded by Younggennet. Gets it over to Sandy. Top of the key. Sandy getting it over to Birch. Birch gets it to Mullen. Top of the key. Now over to Sandy. Sandy bringing it back, top of the key. Someone asked, do we need a shot clock? The answer is yes. Mullen, top of the key, trying to drive inside, goes up with the shot, gets it to Ball, and Ball slams it over Garrett Short. 47-39. Macias takes it up now, Cascade, after about a 40-second possession. Macias bring it up, takes a Cook screen, trying to drive inside. Kicks it outside, near side to Younggenna, loses a handle, gets the ball back. Now over to Franklin, now near side, back over to Short. Short kicks it far side to Cook. Cook bringing it in, spins around Ball, puts it on the deck in a double dribble against Jacob Cook. Timeout's going to be called with 3:56 to go in the fourth. 47-39, Cascade leads. We've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3, 960 HD video on mybasin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3, 960 Sports, HD video on mybasin.com. The score right now, 47-39. Klamath Union trails the Cascade Cougars with 3:56 to go in the fourth. Cascade, we saw them do it last year, trying to slow down their offensive possessions, trying to drain the clock as Klamath Union. Right now, they only trail by 8.
You know, I've seen that happen over and over and over in high school sports, and a lot of times that lets the other team back into the game. You try to milk your lead, and the other team comes out and plays aggressively and rattles down some quick points, and I hope that's what's happening against Cascade and KU.
Mullen bringing it up the floor as the Cougars start with the ball, spins around at the free throw line, dishes it back outside to Sandy near side. Sandy tries to go in, gets it inside to Ball. Ball goes up with the shot. He'll be shooting 1-1 as he was fouled on the floor. So it'll be free throws coming up for Ball. Went 1 for 2 at the line last time. He's got 14 points. 13 points, apologies. Wata checking in for Younggenna, and Klamath Union starters back on the floor. It's Macias, Franklin, Wata, Short, and Cook. For Cascade, it's Mullen, Sandy, Birch, and I believe that's Newport. First free throw missed, so Klamath Union bringing the ball up. Macias, he's got it about 30 feet out. Macias decides to go left with it, now far corner. Bounces it inside to Short. Short drives baseline with it. Goes up, the shot blocked by Ball. Wata gets the board. Ball knocked loose. Sandy bringing it up the floor. Kicks it ahead to Newport, who goes up with the shot. Misses the layup, and Short gets the rebound. 3:15 to go in the fourth quarter. 8-point game. Macias bringing it up. Macias, far corner. Macias now trying to drive baseline. Bounces it to Cook. Cook puts it on the deck. Kicks it back outside to Macias. Thinks about a three, pass it over to Franklin, now top of the key. Franklin driving inside, goes up mid-range, the shot blocked by Ball, and Mullen's got it. Mullen feeling the pressure, and he will bring it back up. Picked up by Short. And And Klamath Union going to have to try to get a turnover here because Cascade's going to hold on to the basketball. Sandy passing it over to Newton rather. And a foul as Garrett Short is going to send Mullen to the line for 1-1.
That's
Zumwalt
5.
checks into the game. And that's 5 on Short. Yep. Timeout, Coach Case will take one, 2:34 to go in the fourth quarter, 47-39. The Cascade Cougars lead this 4A state semifinal.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome you back into the fourth quarter at Sisters High School, the site of this 4A state quarterfinal. In the fourth quarter, Cascade leads 47-39 over Klamath Union, and Garrett Short has fouled out of this game. Coming in to replace him is Javin Zumwalt. Zumwalt, the sophomore, standing 6 foot. He's going to be guarding Carson Mullen, 6'4", in the final 2 minutes and change of this game. First free throw coming up from Mullen. He's shooting 1-1. The first free throw is good, so he'll get a second to try to make it a 10-point game. Second free throw coming up from Mullen. And misses that one. Cook gets the rebound. Trying to find a player to get it to. Decides to pass it ahead to Macias. Macias bringing it up the floor. He's going to be guarded by Birch. Macias brings it near side. Macias passes it over to Cook. Cook on that right block. Tries to go up with it. Gets the shot and makes it. Score now 48-41. 7-point game. 2:13 to go in the fourth. Mullen bringing it up the floor against Franklin. Mullen barrels over Franklin in a blocking foul against Aaron Franklin. Coach is trying to say that he stepped out of bounds, and Franklin got rolled over. Shooting 1-1 is Mullen. He made one and missed one his last trip to the line. Although the best you could do for Klamath Union right now is hope that he misses this one. They're going to drain the offensive possessions regardless. The first free throw from Mullen is good. Brings it back to an 8-point lead. Second free throw coming up. Klamath Union has 9 team fouls. One more would make it the double bonus. Second free throw from Mullen is good. 8-point game, 50-41, and Macias racing up the floor for Klamath Union, playing the final 2 minutes of this 4A state quarterfinal. Macias hands it off to Franklin. Franklin now to Zumwalt. Zumwalt puts it on the deck, tries to go inside. Now is guarded closely by Newton. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession stays with Klamath Union. So Franklin will inbound. Klamath Union looking for some quick points here and a stop. Macias takes the inbound, gets it about 30 feet out. Macias takes a Cook screen, dribbles into a 2-point jump shot, misses. Long rebound goes to Cascade. Almost tried to tie it up Sandy. Sandy racing up the floor, goes inside, kicks it outside to Birch. And Cascade looking to slow things down. Sandy gets it over to Ball, tries to get the shot in. Rebound goes to Sandy. Rebound still up for grabs, and it's going to stay Cascade ball as it goes out of bounds. And timeout, Coach Case. We're going to stick with you through this one with 1:28 to go in the fourth. Klamath Union, they are down by 9. Now against a team like Cascade, they slow the ball down. It's going to be tough to get the ball back, after this possession. It's got to be tough without fouling them, but you got to try to jump those passing lanes like Macias is so good at. Franklin can do from time to time, but it's got to be a full team effort.
That's what they're going to have to do. They can't sag off the person they're guarding. They've got to be in their face. And unfortunately, with 1:28 left, there's going to be some fouling here shortly, I think, because they're running out of time quickly. And they've got a 9-point deficit. That's tough to make up. It's a couple of threes, but Cascade's doing a really good job of taking care of the ball and keeping it away from the defenders. So, like you said, they're going to have to anticipate and steal a pass or two here. Maybe they can get one here on the inbounds play.
They were able to on the last inbounds play as Cascade is taking the fullest of this timeout. 5 back on the floor for Klamath Union is Jacob Cook, Aaron Franklin, Javin Zumwalt, Vaughn Wata, and Pablo Macias. You got 3 kids on the floor right now, maybe 4, who can shoot the basketball. So Klamath Union does have options if they want to take a three-pointer. The key is here a stop against Cascade with 1:28 to go in the fourth. Inbound pass goes to Ball. Ball kicks it out near side to Bischoff. Bischoff getting it near side to Sandy. Sandy loses the dribble. Zumwalt hounding him. Zumwalt now picked up by Wata, and a foul is called on the three-point arc, although it's not a shooting foul. However, it should be 2 free throws coming up for Sandy, as now they're in the double bonus.
You know, Zumwalt tried to foul him about 10 seconds ago, and they just didn't call it.
The foul will be on Zumwalt. And Sandy going to the line for 2 as his team's in the double bonus. He makes the first, makes it a 10-point game. Second free throw coming up for Sandy is good. Now an 11-point game as Macias brings up the floor. Klamath Union, 3 points would go a long way here as Macias dribbles it up. Goes far side. Step back. 3 from Macias. No good. Rebound is grabbed by Mullen. Mullen bringing it up the floor. Gets it ahead to Birch. Goes up with the layup and gets the bucket. 54-41, under a minute now. Wata trying to drive inside. Goes up with the shot. Off the glass. No good. Cascade gets the rebound, and there's the foul against Sandy. .48 seconds to go in the game. 54-41. That'll be Zumwalt's third foul. First free throw coming up for Sandy. Sandy 6'1", made both of his last 2 free throws. Misses the first one there. Still a 13-point game. Checking out of the game for Cascade is Birch. Into the game now, number 13, Eric Attier. Second free throw is good. Score 55-41 as Macias bringing it up, kicks it ahead to Franklin, far side to Wata, catch and shoot 3, no good. Franklin gets the rebound, outside to Cook. Cook trying to drive inside, reverse layup off the glass, no good. And Sandy's got the rebound for Cascade. Kicking it ahead to Ball, now to Mullen. And Cascade likely going to drain out the clock with 28 seconds to go. Kicks it outside to Mullen. Wata still trying to steal it. As Mullen picks the ball up, passes it inside, and that will be the final score tonight. 55-41. This will end the Klamath Union Pelicans season. Cascade advances to the final site at Coos Bay for the semifinal and the final and potentially the third place matchup for these Cascade Cougars. Hats off to them. They played a fantastic game. Final tonight, 55-41. We're going to step aside and come back. Going to break down the stats for you as we have them. We've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports. HD video on My Basin.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time! And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. how to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And welcome you back inside Sisters High School. Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com. The final tonight, the 4A state quarterfinal, Cascade beating Klamath Union and ending their season 55-41.
So KU gave it a good shot. They came up a little bit short. As far as scoring goes, you run down the Cascade side. Mullen had 17, Sandy had 16, Ball had 13, Birch had 4, Bischoff had 3, and Schnapp had 2. For KU, Cook had the hot hand. He had 15 points, which was hard fought against a 6'10 opponent. Congratulations to Cook. Franklin had 7, Zumwalt had 5, Wata had 7, Macias had 3, Short had 2, and Youngena had 2. Good game overall for KU.
Just a matter of Klamath Union being a little bit outpaced in that second half. They played a great, the first half. They played a good second half. Were able to keep pace with Cascade, but being down 16 at halftime and able to trim the lead obviously to 14 at the end of the game, but doesn't really mean much when you lose. But they kept pace in the second half. Good adjustments, but that first half was a killer for Klamath Union.
They gave up too many points first half. They were down by I think 15 at the beginning of the second quarter. You give up a lead like that against a team like Cascade, it's tough to come back. KU gave it a good shot. I think they got within 6. Unfortunately, Cascade spread their offense out and were able to slow down the pace of the game, and KU ran out of time. Had to start fouling.
Final tonight, 55-41. Cascade advances to Coos Bay, where they will play either Banks or LeGrand in the state semifinal. We'll give you that whole picture coming up on the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com. Final tonight, Cascade beats Klamath Union 55-41. With this being the quarterfinal, that does in fact mean Cascade advances to the state semifinal, which will be played at Coos Bay at Marshfield and North Bend High Schools. We're awaiting the finish of the Banks-LeGrand game, which I believe hasn't started yet. I think they tip off at 7 o'clock. Banks and LeGrand, that's the 1 versus 8 matchup. Winners there advance to the semifinals at Coos Bay, where the semifinal, third place, and finals games will be played for both the 4A and 3A boys and girls. So just one more credit to the 4A athletic directors, specifically Marshfield athletic director Greg Mulkey, for putting this whole thing together and really organizing this when the OSCA decided that they did not want to. As we take a look at the other side of the bracket, Junction City playing Woodburn right now, as is Gladstone. They are playing number 6 Marshfield. All of those are fantastic matchups, and if you'd like to, I'm sure that most of them are available online on the NFHS network. There's a small fee. I think it's $10 to follow a team or follow an event, but you can watch all of those games live on the NFHS network. So again, one last time for Cascade in his second year, Coach Calvin Mullen. Congratulations to him and his program. They are going to the state semifinal to play either Banks or LeGrand. For Klamath Union, a tough loss tonight that ends their season 55-41. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and put a bow on this Klamath Union season that was definitely special to watch. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104 and 960 Sports with HD video on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 104.3 960 Sports. HD video on mybasin.com. Final tonight, the 4A state quarterfinal. Cascade beating Klamath Union 55-41, putting the all-dreaded 1 in the loss column for Klamath Union, finishing the year 11-1. What a special season it's been to be able to be a part of these kids' journey all the way to the state quarterfinal, and they gave it their all tonight.
You know, they're a great team. They've got nothing to be ashamed of. They played really hard all through the season. They had some really close games. They stepped up the occasion. Even tonight, with a loss, they still played their hearts out, and they're a fun team to watch. You know, it's kind of sad that they were losing a couple of seniors. Franklin Short and Cook are all going to be gone. But they've got, they had some stellar years behind them, and they've probably got years ahead of them doing other stuff that hopefully continue playing basketball. But it was a fun team to watch.
Without a doubt. For Jacob Cook, no for him. He's a senior. He's graduating. He's considering going to play a couple different JUCOs, maybe a couple universities to go play baseball. Jacob Cook going to be joining the Klamath Falls Falcons American Legion team after this. For Garrett Short, he's got a couple things in the air. He's also a track athlete, might go that route for the senior there. And Aaron Franklin told us he's going to get into ranching and take care of the family farm with his family. So maybe not too much basketball in the future for him, but you never know. Aaron Franklin graduating a senior, and to all three of those guys, wishing them the best of luck. They played some great basketball at Pell Court and around the state, and definitely wishing them the best. But, for Klamath Union, you've still got Pablo Macias coming up. Wata has come up big this season. Towards the end of the season, you got both the Dutra brothers and Javin Zumwalt, who is just a sophomore. And a name that we have not mentioned at all this year because he's been out with an ACL injury all season long. Jackson Murhoff is, without a doubt, a part of this team. He's traveled with them everywhere with his cast on, and he will likely be taking the place of Jacob Cook. He's about 6'5" and can definitely shoot. Got hurt playing football this year, but he'll be back and a senior as well next year. So Klamath Union, there is some light at the end of this, what seems like a dark tunnel after a tough loss like this tonight. Yeah,
again, the kids are great kids. They're fun to watch. They're super well coached. Coach Case did a really good job with them. Great season. It seems kind of weird to be playing basketball on the 21st of June, but maybe hopefully next year we can actually have a winter sport and we'll see what happens. But great year year for KU.
You brought up Coach Case, and a lot of credit goes to him too, being able to completely turn this program around in 3 years. This was his third year coming to an ending, which I'm sure he didn't foresee, but a lot of credit goes to him and the way he's transformed this program over 3 years.
We've talked about it a little bit. He's the kind of coach you really enjoy. He doesn't get fired up. I mean, he gets kind of animated sometimes, but he keeps his cool. He coaches the kids, with a lot of heart and a lot of enthusiasm. But he's just a great guy, great coach.
And without a doubt, Klamath Union finishing the season with an 11-1 record. Cascade advancing to the state semifinal, where they'll play either Banks or LeGrand. All of that information can be found online at osaa.org as they move throughout the playoffs. This about does it for us this evening. You've been watching the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com and Klamath Union basketball all season long. Les Schwab Tires. Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist. That's why Les Schwab does more than install just tires and wheels. You come on in for a free pre-trip safety check, and they're going to help make sure that everything is in working order at Les Schwab Tires in Klamath Falls and Merrill. They've been doing the right thing since 1952. You can watch an archive replay of this event and the entire season of Klamath Union basketball by going to mybasin.com and clicking on Watch. Mybasin.com is your home for all happenings in the Basin, from news to sports to special events and everything in between. Check us out at mybasin.com. Once again, the final score tonight, Cascade beating Klamath Union 55-41. Our special thanks to our hosts tonight, Sisters High School, and their athletic director, Gary Thorson, for getting us set up with this nice setup inside their gym. I'd also like to thank Cascade High School athletic director Tim Ganfield and their head coach, Calvin Mullen, and good luck to them at the state semifinal. Also, special thanks to Klamath Union athletic director Scott Mason and coach Ed Case for allowing us to cover their programs all season long. This brings an end to the 2021 campaign of Klamath Union basketball. We'll be back with football in the fall. Once again, the final score tonight, 55-41. Cascade has got the win. For my program director Rob Sims and Dick North, I'm Josh Eldridge. Good night from Sisters, Oregon.